Estábamos un poco de hacer acción esta vez. Espero poder hacerlo.
You seem to enjoy yourself at the Winter Palace, Liliana. Or was that part of the game?
Perhaps it was both.
El asunto de Tom Renier está zanjado, pero su engaño ha tenido consecuencias de gran alcance. Si no hubiéramos echado mano de los tratos de los guardas grises, posiblemente no nos hubiéramos encontrado en una posición tan complicada. De hecho, recibo mensajes diariamente en los que se nos exigen reparaciones. Debemos ser ahí. Josephine garabateando a continuación un firma de Colin se lee. Lo siento, le hemos hecho pasar un mal trago a una duquesa en una velada por pisarle el vestido y un antiguo maese engendro tenebroso ha desgarrado el cielo hasta abrirlo y atacado el refugio. Necesitamos el oro y necesitamos los hombres. ¿Vos habría convencido a alguno de que se desprendieran de estos, contratados o sin ellos? No vamos a resarcir a alguien por hacer lo que teníamos que hacer, lo que nadie más podía haber hecho. No olvidéis que ahora estamos aliados con los guardas. Si antes no teníamos autoridad para reclutar, ahora sí la tenemos. Nosotros avanzamos, no retrocedemos. Nada de servir, pedir perdón. Lo ocurrido con los guardas nos da más autoridad que para nunca utilizar esos tratados. Queremos que la Inquisición sobreviva a la derrota de Corintios. No siempre estaremos en guerra. Para eso necesitamos aliados. ¿Cuándo costaría tan poco calmarnos? Devolvamos lo que se ha acogido bajo falsos pretextos y dejemos a un lado estos tratados.
To work?
Okay, La Inquisición es ahora una fuerza notable. Unos soldados se avanza al ejército del Inquisidor atraviesan hasta la especie de Borleda, donde se enfrentaron los fanáticos de Corifius en batalla final. La Inquisición debe detener a Corifius de que el maestro engendro tenebroso encuentre un artefacto épico perdido en la espesura que le permite acceder físicamente al velo y reclamar su poder.
With an illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh. Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
I won't allow it. I can't.
Indeed, should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy wrath.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvian before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
You follow the orders of your Inquisitor. All three of you. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Leliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus's army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here. Although it is good to see its value. recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvion.
La Inquisición es ahora una fuerza notable. Reúne los soldados y avanza con el ejército de la Inquisición Trevelyan hasta la espesura arbórea, donde se enfrentarán a los fanáticos de Corypheus en la batalla de la Inquisición. Sí, otra vez.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Do only what you must. We need enough people for a celebration when we get back to Skyhold.
We will not fail you, my lady, no matter what comes. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, Is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True. You are far more likely to come to their aid than a chantry fable. But I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the Illuvian he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
We are aware of the designs Corypheus has on our lives and people, Ambassador. You must excuse us, however, if our mind wanders to our beloved kingdom. I pray our lay fares well in your absence. It is our return to court that concerns us. Our dear cousin Gaspard warns it might align with poor weather. It's ambitious to predict so far into the future. I'm confident your majesty can weather any storm. We will see how this battle proceeds. Corypheus yet threatens to engulf us. We are gladdened to see you, Herald. This day will be recalled for ages. We are privileged to witness the fulfillment of the Inquisition's purpose.
The sight of our Orlesian allies risking their lives here humbles me.
Your worthy cause would have friends, even if we did not will it. Men and women of faith serve you. Their favor is no less than our own. Their service no less dear. With Orlais at your side, we will see you victorious against Corypheus. May you walk in the light. Inquisitor, I hear this Illuvian lies in a temple nearby. That's where the fighting will be worst. Andraste keep you safe.
Our soldiers have courage. The Inquisition will make it through.
Then I will be with the other faithful and wait. Good luck. Did you hear the news?
Maker, I hope it's not me.
Yuke. Tuvieron éxito, papi.
listen to how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him.
I hope you're right about this temple, Morrigan. I could use a building or two.
Do the woods discomfort you, Pavos?
It's mostly the people trying to cut our heads off that manage that.
We can't send people east.
As the sun renews itself, so must the faithful renew their love of the Maker. Your penance shall be a joy, serving him with a heart of love unbound. Your struggle shall be a gift, for it redeems you in his sight.
Maker, let me be a worthy servant, that you might take me unto your side.
My thanks, your worship. Andraste must hear you. I was a pilgrim at Haven. I saw the wreckage and how you emerged to lead us. If the Maker bids me serve you, it will be done.
Where does it hurt?
Pues sí, me duele. Todos lados, va a decir.
Just down the hill, Inquisitor. He wishes to join you for the last push.
Ahí viene una pelea. Por fin.
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
Ok, estamos como muy callado en todo esto, pero creo que es la parte final del juego, no recuerdo muy bien. Evidentemente a través de todos estos capítulos han visto cómo sí he jugado el juego antes, entonces evidentemente sé qué es lo que va a pasar. Y no me interesa mucho como completarlo al 100%. Pues si al final quedan dos cosas ahí volando, es nada. O sea, he leído todo el juego, he visto de lo que va. Y me ha parecido sumamente interesante este gameplay. Nunca había leído tanto en este juego, o sea, no había jugado, pero no había jugado como cualquiera, ¿no? Lees algunas cosas que te importan y ya, pero leer el códex, pues esto no lo había hecho. ¿Sabes? Puedo entender perfectamente cómo está construido el mundo y casi todas las maquinaciones de lo que está pasando, quién es quién, cuáles son las intenciones de esas personas. Se perdió mi conexión, no sé por qué.
For the Herald.
Bueno, esta es una de las partes más lindas del juego. Es un escenario como bien construido. De hecho, a mí me hubiera gustado más que fueran escenarios incluso más chicos. Espero que para la tercera parte lo sean, no sean tan extensos y como más controlados, que sean layouts más llenos de vida que extensos y llenos de cosas. La verdad es que al final del día no vale tanto la pena la magnitud del escenario cuando está tan vacío. Es algo que le pasa mucho o lleno de cosas inútiles como estas piedras y cosas así. plantas. Es que prefiero un escenario más chico, más denso. Lo que promete en su momento ser Cyberpunk. No digo que este juego esté mal. Este juego recordemos que empezó en la cuarta generación de consolas, entonces, o quinta generación, depende de cuándo lo vean, pero bueno, con el PlayStation 4 y final del PlayStation 3 y
an entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out. They've posted archers on the wall.
It seems this temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Ok, nota doblada, Capitán Lowen. No quiero que nadie entre entre la tropa se queje por nuestro señor Corypheus. Eligiera personalmente a los guardas grises para que formaran parte de su guardia de honor. Y no a sus templarios. Nuestro cometido no es entender su voluntad, tan solo obedecerla. Además, a nuestro amo le duele el haber perdido todo, excepto unas docenas de guardas grises esclavizadas en la Diamantita. Si tus soldados son listos, se cuidarán mucho de decirlo, Teniente Keldon.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Ok, ya arriba hay algo. ¿Cómo llegó ahí? Me voy a guardar aquí. 15, ya se ve como una construcción aquí más. Se ve como ya élfico esto. Ok, martillo de guerra de... que dice carta con aspecto oficial a todos los capitanes de los templarios rojos. No vamos a pararnos a negociar con estos elfos fanáticos. Avanzar, ampliar los guardias y hacer frente a las emboscadas. Nuestra primera y única tarea es encontrar el templo de Mital. Cuando sea el recipiente, nuestro maestro adquirirá el poder que te espera. No habrá elfos, ciudades o naciones que puedan resistirse a un dios viviente. Este es el día por el que hemos derramado nuestra sangre. La Inquisición y los salesianos nos pisan los talones y habéis sacrificado más de lo debido. Pero si caemos aquí, las muertes de nuestros hermanos y hermanas habrán sido en vano. No permitiré que esto suceda y sé que ninguno lo haréis. Por la gloria del antiguo general Samson. General Samson, ¿dónde está? Oh. ¿Eh? ¿Qué? Están atacando los dalasianos. Esto es como hecho procedural, o sea, no importa cuántas veces lo haga. Ay, güey, van a seguir saliendo. Entonces, por eso ya no regresé a matar a... Vámonos.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
Any chance Corypheus will finally grace us with his presence?
I'd count on it. Be ready.
I hear fighting ahead.
Wait.
Elana Sabanale.
They still think to fight us, Master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Cannot be!
Across the bridge, now!
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an Eluvian, but he mentioned a Well of Sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Could they be the same? Could Eluvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an Eluvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw...
Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
You admit lack of knowledge, and yet dismiss her so readily?
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. One need not be a god to have value. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about this, Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mythal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother, protective and fierce. That is all I will say. This is not a place to stir up old stories.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Arlathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
'Tis thrilling, no? To discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows. We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets. It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atishol vir Abalasan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Perform a ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back. Yes?
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple. To those who... These customs must have been as familiar to... Nothing is lost by indulging. Some ancient elven ceremonies were said to... Perhaps that is what led to the whisper. My research uncovered many strange claims about elven ruins.
Such as?
Some insisted gods sent fantastic beasts to prophesize in their temples. Others said they whispered wisdom to those who slept there a year and a day without pause. The latter may hold some truth. Ancient elves were said to be gifted wanderers of the Fade.
You've seen the elves here. They seem...
One. The second appears unlikely, but if true,
Is that even possible?
With magic, whatever the truth, the Guardians successfully kept the temple as... A more sensible question might... As you wish. I see the Red Templars have already encountered the temple's guardians. Yes?
Let's continue.
As you wish. The Temple of Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land.
Before the Imperium destroyed it.
They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Silence has reigned here for time beyond memory.
El dios rebelde. Los Dalashanos usan la palabra Harelan como el significado de traidor a los suyos, pero el término no aparece en ningún texto élfico anterior a la Era de la Torre. De la antigua palabra raíz Harelien, oposición, y Haleten, pugna noble, los Dalashanos consideran a Fen'Harel es el dios del engaño, pero una tradición más fiel sería la del dios de la rebelión. ¿Contra qué se rebeló exactamente? Es una historia que se ha perdido en el tiempo. En las leyendas dalashanas, Fen'Harel sella el destino de los demás por amor al engaño. Si llegamos a entender más del elfo antiguo, quizá encontremos versiones anteriores del lobo terrible en las que se da una motivación variada aparte del despecho de un tratado sobre las costumbres paganas y herejes de los elfos de Sanalen Tavanir de la Universidad de Orley por encargo de la emperatriz Elena.
Why would this be here? Something wrong? It depicts the dread wolf, Fen'Harel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen'Harel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mathrath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function, a reminder of vigilance for the faithful.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by staring at it.
You two look like you're about to kiss when you argue.
'Tis time we pressed forward.
Agreed.
Ok, aquí creo que hay algo que tengo que hacer para el stream justo en este momento, antes de cruzar esta puerta, porque es importante que vea algo en mis anotaciones y veré cómo hago algo en específico, porque es lo único que me falta. Bueno, esto fue Playing for Change Dragon Age Inquisition, conmigo Estel, y nos vemos en la próxima. Bye.